Hi, it's Amanda with Music Game Club. This is bonus video 4 of Rocky Rhythms, and we're covering 5 group games you could play with rhythm flashcards. The first game is Slapjack. So you're going to divide your cards evenly between all your students. I'm going to say there's 3 here. You can do it with definitely more. And you're going to decide what note or rest is going to be the jack. That's the one you slap. So let's say quarter note. Whoever slaps it first gets to add it to their stack of cards. Let's say this player did. And then they're going to start the next round and you keep going. There are 4 in the complete deck of Rocky Rhythms. There are 4 of each note and rest. And so this gives you plenty of variety to play it through. Once you play it with one, then you could play it with another. So let's say 8th notes or something like that. So this is a really fast and fun way to review your note names with your students. Idea number 2 is putting notes in order. So you're going to give each student 5 cards. They're going to flip them over and look at them. And I do not have 3 brains, so I will just focus on 1. And they have to put them in order and see who can get theirs in order first. And then once they've all gotten them in order, you can go through and count and clap them to learn what each note gets, if case some of the students are confused, and maybe it's just really good reiteration there. Idea number 3 is Rhythm Go Fish, and you can have your students deal them 3 cards or 5 cards. It really doesn't matter. So there's our 3 players, and so they have to ask the other player, let's say this one, and they want to ask this player, do you have a quarter note? And they do, so then they hand it over, they get it, and then they decide to ask this player, do you have a half note? And they say, go fish. All right, and you can also play this with them asking based off of the note values. So do you have a note that gets 2 beats? Or do you have a rest that gets 2 beats? And this will help them to learn their notes as well as how many they get. Idea 4 is where your students are going to claim a rhythm, and you are going to lay out 4 cards. There's 2 different ways to do this. I'll show you the first one first. All right, now let's simplify this just a little bit. Make it to where it's not quite so tricky. Let's take out these dotted quarter notes. All right, that's easier. So then you're going to go through and you're going to, as the teacher, clap 1 of these. If you want to, you can use the tokens with points and put them here. And so you're going to clap 1. And then the first person to grab this gets to keep it, and they get to have that point. The other way you can do this is to deal each player 4 cards and have them face down. And then you're going to choose one of the rhythms to clap. And the student who owns that, so let's say this is mine and this is the other players. So if you don't clap mine, nothing happens, but if you clap theirs, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's mine, I won. And then you do several different rounds, and you could choose different students each time to get them to really pay attention to the rhythm. This last idea has a little bit of competition. It is a rhythm claim game, and it's speed. So you're going to be working with one student, and they get 3 seconds, and if they do not answer it by the time the 3 seconds are up, their turn's over. So let's say they have quarter note, and then they're thinking about this. That would be the one that would trip me up. And let's say it takes them more than 3 seconds. All right, that is a half rest. They don't get that one because they lost it. Took them more than 3 seconds. So that's what they got. Then you go to the next player. Quarter note, quarter rest. Let's say they called that a quarter note. They got it wrong. You take that back, put it on the bottom, and you go to the next player. And again, they get up to 3 seconds to give an answer, or unless they get it wrong. And so you go around and around in a circle and see who can get the most cards in their hand with naming the notes. Remember, you can also do this with the note values instead. So 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat of silence. Keep on going like that. We hope you and your students have enjoyed playing Rocky Rhythms. Be sure to tag us if you take pictures with the success poster. We're on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Tag us at Music Game Club, and have fun learning rhythms.